Alright friends, today I've decided to brew you a nice jasmine green tea. I love jasmine green tea. It's basically green tea scented with jasmine flowers. It's beautiful and floral and fantastic. Today's reading is from The Spirit of the White Peacock. Now, who is the White Peacock? It is one of the beings that has come through my psyche in dreams and in fiction and fantasy writings that I've done. And today they have a message for you. So let's see what the White Peacock has to say. Now, when it comes to peacocks in general, a peacock is a symbol of divine protection, being regal, royalty. Healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. So you're divinely protected, for sure. During this situation, during this period of time, healing is happening. Healing is happening. Hold on. The fertile void, inner winter, rest, patience, potency, secret beginnings. Okay. Wow, it makes sense that I made you a nice cup of tea because it is time for you to pause. It is time for you to pause, my darling. We're taking a breather. There's a lot of things integrating. There's a lot of healing taking place. There's a lot of things that are needing to line up before we get there. Okay. Okay, interesting. We are in this space similar to a reading I did of being held in the cosmic mother's womb. We seem to be collectively going through this period of time where we are still gestating. Whatever that means, whether it's the healing that we've been doing on ourselves or if there's some kind of creative project that hasn't been fully fleshed out. A lot of changes and transformations are taking place before we get to that next stage. So what else do you need to know during this time? What does the White Peacock have to say to you? Sacral chakra, core of creation. Yeah, so this has to do with something being created, right? When things are created, they go like in steps. The first step is you build the foundation for the thing, and then you start fleshing it out, and then the iteration process happens, and it just transforms in that way. I think perhaps there's something that you were about to ship out, right? Take this, maybe it's a project, maybe it's just like your feelings. Maybe you were about ready to press send, right, on something. But it hasn't fully really integrated effectively. It isn't fully ready. It feels like you were about to, but it's actually a little bit of a rush, okay? You're in a little bit of a rush with this. It's still being processed, right? It's still being dealt with or healed. So try not to rush during this time. Take a drink, take a drink. Take a little sip of your jasmine green tea. It's getting a little dark. It's a little strong right now, okay? But that's all right. Manifestia. I feel like there's a lot of things that this thing could become. Okay. But we haven't fully formed it. We are still working on it. It's still in the process. I feel that the White Peacock is protecting your creation or your healing or whatever you're about to bring into this world. For some, maybe it is a baby. It's being protected as it is undergoing quite a bit of transformation before the final product is finished, complete, and packaged perfectly. I'm also noticing these like scales or feathers, I'm not sure, over her forehead, like over her third eye. I think in a way our vision is cloaked a little bit because there's a lot of healing or things that are taking place under the surface. And we might not even see it, right? It's dark in this wood. We might not even see all of these things that are taking place right now. We're blocked off from it. I think the White Peacock perhaps is armoring your perception right now so that you don't self-sabotage, so that you don't sabotage what is actually meant to come out of this project or occurrence. Root chakra. Yeah, see, because you've been very in the mind about it. And I think what really needs to happen is that you need to make sure that you don't press send until you're in a grounded place, right? And whether this be a message or a project you're just really trying to get out there into the world, you need to be coming at it from a very grounded and stable place. And I think perhaps we're in a stage right now where we aren't really fully able to do that until some things shift. Let's see, what does the White Peacock need you to shift right now? Obviously, there's a lot of rest taking place and a lot of integration, but I think something, whether it's you or your perspective or something outside of you, something is needing to shift. So let's see what the White Peacock is saying needs to shift before we get to that point where we can fully manifest and bring in this thing. When the process is finally accomplished and we get to the end goal, from vision to actual integration of the thing, what needs to shift? I felt like I needed to shuffle that a whole bunch apparently. What needs to shift still before we get to that end point? Eyes on the prize, trust the guidance of your North Star. Okay. You're in great company, pull back to propel forward. Very interesting. So I keep thinking about networking online, which is really interesting. I think on some level, there's a lot of information about how to best succeed in something, how to best do something online, right? This is how I did it. This is my step-by-step process, right? But I think the White Peacock is saying, hey, you really need to actually trust yourself and your own intuition, right? If you have this vision of this thing you want to create and you're going to ship it out early, it's not going to become or be the thing that you wanted it to be, right? You need to keep your eye on that vision, right? So I feel like your mind has been armored to prevent you from overthinking in a negative way and to actually, I have no idea what just happened there, to actually trust yourself and your own expression, perhaps. I'm sorry, my throat. I have no idea what just happened there. You need to trust yourself. And not just like the vision, right? This vision you have, it's like, it's not just a mental thing. Like our creative vision is a lot more powerful than that. We literally creators. We need to allow ourselves to be inspired also by people who are following their creative vision and creating things that are so much bigger than people even realize. There might be someone that you are inspired by. Maybe online. In this day and age, it makes sense that it would be online, right? And that's why that keeps being brought into my mind, is this online space. There are so many beautiful, authentic creatives creating brilliant things right now. And I think for us to not just take that in, be inspired by it, and then allow ourselves to develop our own vision and allow the development process to be more than oh, it's 2 days late, I gotta ship it now. This thing is not something you can do that with, and maybe you've done that in the past. This is not gonna be one of those things, okay? This is not gonna be one of those things. What other information? I feel like it's still a little vague. What information does the White Peacock have for us? Why were we called here? Unique gifts. Hello. Trust yourself. Wow. Okay. That one popped out. I don't know if you saw that. Why are we here today? Why have we met today with a nice cup of tea? to get insight from the White Peacock. Mount Shasta. Hold on. There's a lot of information coming through. Hold on, give me a second. More so than any other time in your life, there's very potent energy in this, right? So what you're bringing to the surface, this is not another project. This is purpose. This is not another project. This is purpose. This is you. These are your innate light codes. Only you have, right? Here's why your mind is armored right now. You're being protected. Your thoughts are being protected. Any being in your space or around you that wants to dig into your mind and see what you're doing, how's that working, what are they doing, you're protected from that. They are not able to perceive what is internal, right? And you are processing this information and these light codes on an internal level for them to be put into what you're creating. And then those light codes are going to do what they need to do. This is different. We have unique gifts. Like, it's different. What you're creating, though, it is from this innate knowledge and wisdom that you were born to produce into our reality. And this is why you're being protected. Now, why the White Peacock? Let me give you some background into who the White Peacock is for me. So where this information is coming from for me in my internal world, my personal light codes are where we're receiving this information through. Okay, so the White Peacock is a gate at the entrance or the vertex between Earth and the realms beyond Earth, right? So the White Peacock is the guardian protector that allows for connection between the divine realms and Earth, basically. Mount Shasta coming up, this is known as the root chakra of the world. It's another name for Mount Shasta, literally the mountain in California. It's known as the root chakra of the world, right? So Mount Shasta showing up here as a mirror for your personal unique light codes. I think it's very possible that you don't even understand the immensity of what you are creating here. And there's a reason that the White Peacock wants to tell you about it, because it is one of the most protective guardians. Wow. Looking at this now, I do believe these are feathers and not scales. I believe that the White Peacock is literally protecting your connection to Source, because there is a lot of integration of your personal creativity and light and essence. And it needs to come through in a very grounded way, right? So you have to go through this process so you can bring it in a very grounded way, okay? Wow. So how do we ground this? How do we ground these personal light codes? Of course, I knew when the White Peacock had a message, I knew second that happened that it was going to be a pretty intense one. Which is just, I live for this, guys. I live for this. Let me see here. How do we ground this, right? How do we ground this? How do we ground this into this reality? I know time, it's going to take that time, right? Because gestation takes time. And then after that rebirth process, it's brilliant, right? That's brilliant. This thing's going to be born. And honestly, you have gone through a rebirth process, yes, but what you're bringing into the world has not been done that way before, which I love. You are in great company with the best of the visionaries on Earth right now. Maybe you don't even know that. Maybe that's a part of the problem. You need to have security in yourself. How do we ground this? What does the White Peacock have to say about grounding these light codes into this reality, manifesting them into this reality, right? For one person, maybe you're interested in visiting Mount Shasta for one of you, but that's not the point here. The wastelands, sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. Once again, guys, the way we're going to ground this, we are done rushing. We are not in the energy of rush, ship it out. That's societal. That's a societal thing. That's what society's doing. We're rushing. We're running around. We're trying to get to this appointment, that appointment. No. Right now, to ground this, to bring your unique gifts to this world in the way that will probably change it, you're right, is to rest and really focus on slowing down and tending to your garden. For me, always makes me feel like you need to take care of your physical form, right? The best way to bring these crazy, powerful, spiritual essence, light codes, and amazing, life-altering thing into the world is to have that balance with the physical, right? Just like the White Peacock is the guardian between the divine realms and the earth, right? You focus on your earth. You focus on your body. Morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. So we're working on healing ourselves and taking care of ourselves so that we can start every day from a place where we are grounded, we are centered, we are safe, and our mind is not flooded with a bunch of content we've consumed or opinions of other people. We're really focused. We're really focused on just being in harmony with ourselves and our truth, okay? And what's on the bottom of the deck? Rapture, sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, pleasure. I think when you can be fully secure in yourself, that's when you get to experience life in such a bright, vibrant, and fun way. I'm fine, right? I am not sick, but my voice keeps doing this thing. I think maybe for some of you, you're trying to rest and relax so that you can find your own voice again, maybe. I'm going to get one more card from this one. I forget exactly what it's. Hero's Journey Dream Oracle, I think, is what this is called. We're going to get one more. White Peacock. What do we need to know? One more card to close out this reading here. What do we need to know? Two more cards. I'll take them. Time for a quantum leap. Prepare for a makeover. And X marks the spot. See the love in disguise. Also be grateful for where you are right now, because your life in a short period of time from now is going to look completely different. And those beautiful people who have supported you and the people around you or the experiences that you're having at this time are directly connected to the future version of yourself. This is the moment where everything changes. So really be grateful. See the love that's available for you right now. Ground yourself. Take care of yourself. And what you are about to create and bring into this world, it's going to change not just your life, but it's going to change a lot of people too. Maybe even change the world, right? I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you to the White Peacock for protecting our process towards grounding ourselves and bringing our unique vision and our unique gifts into this world, because they are so needed. Thank you for enjoying some tea with me. Have a beautiful day.